endurance and mental focus. Another challenge lies ahead. Wizards, Blazers, and we'll be right back for tip-off. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, take it away.
Well, Brian, the Blazers have had some bold moves to create flexibility and go younger. Anthony Simon said, "We've been very resilient and we're sticking with it. All tied together, feeding off of each other, playing free, playing loose, playing hard. And that's all we need." Guys, back to you.
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thanks a lot. And this matchup, a little bit of a rarity now, Grant. Neither team in a hurry to get in transition.
Yeah, B.A., these teams have almost a throwback style to how they play. They don't want to get up and down and play fast. They want to go slow, and that takes players who have patience and discipline. Tonight will be a tactical battle.
Now Washington's starting five. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Morris with it. Beal outside. Pass to Kuzma. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Thibault with it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. For the Wizards, trading Russell Westbrook to the Lakers was a great move, Brent.
Well, it's an idea about trying to go a different direction and cleared a ton of cap space. They got a lot of depth. They got first-round picks out of that. So the best part of the deal really might be Kyle Kuzma and what's developing here with him in his game. We saw him find his form, and he looks like a keeper.
Grant outside. On the wing, Simons. Back to Grant. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
You know, Nurkic has such a big, wide body. It's best if he uses it to help free up some guys on the screen.
Now Kuzma, three-pointer. It's rebounded by Grant.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And so it's Washington with it after the basket by Portland. And it's blocked by Thibault. And they get it back. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. It's going to be Gafford shooting. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
The line for one.
During the 2021 playoffs, Daniel Gafford was such a bright spot.
Gafford made a statement in the first round against the Sixers and Joel Embiid going 22 of 26 from the field. Gafford set an NBA percentage record. That's 85%, BA. That's hot.
Now here's Lillard. The offensive rebound. Nurkic. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Morris against Lillard. To the inside. Stolen by Gafford. And here's the fast break. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it. Reddish is checked in for Thibault. Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Morris against Lillard. To the paint. Grant with a steal. Reddish on the wing. And he buries his first look.
Maybe worrying a bit too much about Lillard that time, dropping the dime to the unguarded player.
Beal outside. Here's Avdia. Reddish covering. Back to Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Porzingis has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And I think Porzingis is realizing as he gets on in years in the NBA, his size and getting to the offensive rebound is going to help him score.
Now here's Lillard. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. He buries it from 3. And that ties it up.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Beal outside. Morris outside. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Out to Beal. Lets it go from deep. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup. Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Portland calls timeout.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
So for the Blazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant, and it's Sharp in for Damian Lillard. To the wing, right side. Pass to Little. Inside. Here's Sharp. Fires from deep. Tries again. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw a foul.
The first one falls. But how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Back to right. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, B.A., a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Now here's Simons. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter here. Eubanks gets the bucket.
Simons has a great change of pace when he comes off of those screens, so it might not look like he's going fast, but he might take an extra step. Guys just can't keep up with that.
Here's Wright. Knocks it loose. Porzingis passes to Wright. Nunn drives in. And too long on the shot. The Trailblazers have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Little. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Wright on the left side. Avdia from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Up in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied up in Portland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
15. Hey fans, get up and move with your Blazers.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. In the middle, it's Porzingis with Kuzma by his side. Bradley Beal's out there with DeLon Wright. And it's Kispert in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lillard. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 6 points.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. 3-pointer, no good. Washington trailing. Right outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Here's Beal after the basket by Portland. Right, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Right against Lillard. That three's off the mark. And for the Wizards, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Wright finds Beal. Now here's Wright. Kuzma outside. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 6. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Little, defended by Kuzma. Little, shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Pass to Kispert. Kuzma with the ball. Here's Wright. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Wright's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good heads up from Bradley Beal, just spots the ready shooter. But very few players have the firepower that Bradley Beal does as a combo guard. He's been in the league since 2013, and defenses still haven't figured this guy out.
And Grant gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. And here's Wright. Pass to Beal. Back to Wright. Now Beal. Here's Kispert. Puts it up from the high post. And Watford pulls it down. And as for Beal's offense, Brent, it's all that much more impressive given what kind of load he's had to carry.
Well, B.A., it's not just the load he carries, it's that he really hasn't had that complimentary guy next to him the past few seasons. It's been developmental guys, younger players with potential. So defense is focusing on Bradley Beal, all their attention to him, and yet he still produces.
Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Timeout called, Portland.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now here's Simons. Pass to Eubanks. Count it. Eubanks, he's got his second basket.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Right outside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist by Simons. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Portland?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on them.
And Portland has possession, following the bucket by the Wizards.
Good job with Simons not hesitating. Just opened up for a split second, and he was ready to fire.
The Wizards have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
The handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
He's got a clear path. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Avdia pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The Wizards making a switch here. Nunn's checked in.
Substitution.
30 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Gafford. That one off the back iron and out.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
No question, there's a high ceiling for Cam Reddish and where that talent can get him to.
Team foul. At the line for your
And he knocks down the first one.
Cameron Reddish taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. For Washington, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. None up top. Reddish covering. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. With 1 on the clock. That shot off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They were able to take control of the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Hey fans, get up and move.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what DeLon Wright has done in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Kuzma finds Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. Another shot. Portland grabs the miss. Now Thibault. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The 3, here's Lillard, buries it from 3. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse, and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Timeout called. The Wizards.
Well, we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
Morris, he's checked in for Wright. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Gafford. To halt the run. He can't hit that time. And it's Portland the other way. And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at it at a young age.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Back to Morris. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks. Back to Beal. Baseline jumper. Portland grabs the miss. Grant's got 4 rebounds now. Lillard against Morris. Pass to Grant. Over to the wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Kuzma, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Now, Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
Morris against Lillard. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Beal to pass to Gafford. Kuzma down low. Covered by Thibault. Porzingis. Shot misses.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Lillard with the ball. And it's Kuzma picking him up. Lillard against Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Thibault passes to Lillard. Over Kuzma. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Lillard has a bit of old school to him. He can hit those shots. Not just a long-range shooter.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
For the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Thibault, and it's Sharp in for Simons. For Washington, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Kispert, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Count the basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
To the right side. Three-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by Kuzma. Outside Nunn. And Avdia with the basket on the assist from Nunn.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Eubanks. Defended by Kuzma. Here's Lillard. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And you have to appreciate Lillard tonight just showing this kind of effort and not afraid again to put his team on his back.
Back to Kuzma. And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Wizard ball.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh my, and that
Shooting
was
for
textbook
Washington.
defense,
Kendrick
positioning
Nunn.
himself well to send it back.
And the technical free throw is good.
Substitution. DeLon Wright.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
A terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3.
What a play! That's
good! Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Your
Whoa! The heat to beat the buzzer.
The Wizards.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Wizards shooting a solid 47%. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Kendrick Nunn, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Avdia. Then it's Kispert, and it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sharp. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And here's Nunn. Banked it in off the glass.
Kendrick Nunn.
But that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Here's Simons. And that one drops.
Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Nunn finds Porzingis. Back to Nunn. Beal with it. And here's Nunn. And the layup is good.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Portland has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Nunn against Simons. Down low. Shot clock at 5 to the inside. Here's Nurkic. Another one falls for Portland.
Well, weighing around 290 pounds, not sure contact is really going to affect Nurkic.
It's stolen by Nurkic. On the wing, Simons. Over Kispert. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Thibault, he's checked in for Portland. Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. Morris comes in for none. Pass to Avdia. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Knox, he's checked in for Portland. Johnson comes in for Reddish. A big group substitution here for Washington. Gibson's checked in for Gafford. Gill comes in for Porzingis. Davis, he's checked in for Avdia. And Goodwin is subbed in for Bradley Beal. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside Thibault. Pass to Knox. Three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Morris on the wing. Covered by Thibault. Up top, Gibson. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Commend the physical play of Taj Gibson. He brings that every night when he's shooting. He's skilled at drawing contact.
First free throw is good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Knox. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Knox getting up there and showing the power he possesses.
Here's Morris. Outside Davis. Back to Morris. Pass to Gibson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now here's Simons. He's covered closely. From deep, Johnson hits the trifecta. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Thibault against Davis. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gafford, he's checked in for Gibson. Avdia comes in for Gill. Kuzma's checked in for Davis. And it's Beal in for Goodwin.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And then Beal with the dunk.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Trailblazers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Damian Lillard.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
A new lineup here for Washington. Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Lillard.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Knocked away. And they're running. Here's Knox. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Team
Awesome
foul.
to see their output tonight, trying to
At the
urge
line
their
for your
team on. And
Trailblazers.
that can always help. That home
Knocks the
advantage
second.
of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. None with it. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. That one goes in.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
So it's Washington now. Outside Davis. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Goodwin, no good. Now here's Lillard. From deep. And gets it to fall. So no problem for Portland as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Our team is not
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce.
All of your
Allie.
energy and support tonight. And all
Dame,
season long.
you
Please
routinely
get
make
healthy.
shots that most players would not even attempt. What enables you to have that kind of confidence?
Sometimes in the summer, I work on the craziest thing.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And we'll see you next time.